is, what it do, what's going on, everybody. I'm in the car, I'm driving, it's dark, so that's why you can't see me. But as long as you can hear me, we're gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right. So let's get this thing a little bit, give me a little bit of time to get this thing calibrated, because y'all know how everything can be. What's good, my people? What's good, everybody? I'm glad everybody pressing one. I'm glad you can hear me. You know, we live. Y'all know I'm in the car. I'm driving. Y'all know how it is. It's dark. So please forgive me because you can't see me, but you can hear me. We're gonna rock like that. We're gonna make it happen. Y'all pray for my safe travels on the highways and byways. You know what I'm saying? What it do, everybody? What it do? What it do? We get everybody time to come on in the room. You know what I'm saying? All that good stuff. Y'all already know. Shout out your city. Where you from? We gotta let the family know where everybody from. Where everybody checking in from. I'm currently in. I'm driving. I'm coming from South Carolina. Y'all know that's my home state. I'm going back to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Had to go see Mom Dukes for Mother's Day. She's doing wonderfully. You know, let me pull off real fast. Let me duck off real fast. You know, let the people see my face before I get this thing going. You know. But yeah, so hold on, y'all think I made a wrong turn. Did I make a wrong turn? Oh no, I don't think I made a wrong turn. Y'all know, as a true Virgo, I stay on the move. I stay moving. I just want to let y'all see me real fast, so before I get the thing going, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all got a glimpse, man. How everybody doing, man? You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button, the like and subscribe button, and the share button as you come into the room, please. I would really appreciate it. You live on the Waffle House? Yeah, man. So I hope first of all, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. You know, the mothers, the guardians, the mother figures, the aunties. Y'all are much appreciated. You know what I'm saying? Y'all do a great job. You know, I know it ain't easy all the time, but y'all do it and y'all make it look easy. You know what I'm saying? So the world appreciates y'all. For real, for real. So happy Mother's Day to all y'all. I went to go see my mom. I surprised my mom. I went home to South Carolina. I gave her a flower. Y'all gotta follow my Instagram, man. Follow me on Instagram at J Whitfield Inspires. You know what I'm saying? And so I went home to see my mom. Shout out HBCUs. And brought her an orchid. It's a blue orchid. I don't know why, but it's hard to find blue orchids. But I had to give it for him, so I just went home real fast because y'all got to take a chance to see mama, because tomorrow's not promised. You never know. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm looking rough, y'all. But anyway, I just want y'all to see me before I get back on this road. Yeah, happy Mother's Day to all y'all out there. It's beautiful, man. Y'all all appreciate it. It ain't nobody told you. You know, I'm telling you from afar. But yes, y'all, hit the like, share, and subscribe button as you come into the room. Now, I'm about to get on this road, so it's going to be dark. You may not be able to see me. I may not be able to read the comments because I'm driving out, obviously. And it may be a little noisy because, the road can be noisy. But, we're going to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate y'all. But anyway, what was the topic for the tonight? Oh, yeah. How to deal with, or dealing with a broken Virgo. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna talk about what it is like dealing with broken, quote unquote, Virgos. And I'm basing this topic around the theme of brokenness. We all have been through relationships where it may not have worked out, or we became broken for whatever reason. Maybe the breakup was bad, maybe we got depressed. For whatever reason, we end up just being broken, or it could be a compilation of things. Maybe we went through relationships and we had a series of failed relationships that caused us to be broken. So many people deal with brokenness. You know, I've dated a lot of women who've constantly dealt with being broken, and it's hard to deal with a broken woman. You know, but I want to talk about. I'm gonna touch on that, but I want to talk about what it's like to deal with broken Virgo men, because we do be going through it sometimes. You know, and when you deal with a broken man in general, it's very hard. It's very difficult because when men are broken, we feel like our manhood has been taken. You know what I'm saying? And our manhood is the only thing that we have. I ain't gonna say the only thing, but that's like the biggest thing that we have is your manhood. You know? And if a man feels broken off of that, then you're dealing with a lot. So as it pertains to Virgos, when Virgos are broken, or they feel broken, it's some deep stuff. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they done been through a whole lot. Cause they see, first of all, Virgos are not broken easily. That's the first thing. It takes a lot. Cause these guys are very confident. They very sure of themselves. And rest in peace to Little Richard. He's not a Virgo. I'm just saying, rest in peace to him. The greatest rock and roll singer of all time. Little Richard created rock and roll. Little Richard. I know I'm off topic, but I got to say this. Little Richard founded the Beatles, Mick Jagger, Jimi Hendrix, James Brown, a whole lot of people. All these, the Rolling Stones, all these people got their start from Little Richard. And they say this never. Elvis, Little Richard is the GOAT for real. But anyway, back to the topic. He passed away yesterday, Little Richard. So when Virgos are broken, it's usually because a whole lot of stuff has been happening, right? They've been bombarded. The signal may go in and out because I'm traveling, so if it does, forgive me. I got all my bars. But anyway, so yes, what will cause Virgo to be broken? There's a few things. I'm gonna just go over some things in no particular order. One, obviously, breakups. But not just any breakup. A breakup that's a woman that he probably was in love with, he saw a future with, something like that. That level of breakup. You know, if she broke up with him and he was like really in love with her, he didn't want it to happen, it could probably cause him to be broken, right? Because for him to get, it already takes Virgos a long time to be in love and this and that. So for him to get to a point where he is in love and to have that love end abruptly, he can go into a series of depression and not liking women or thinking very negatively of women, right? And it will take him a long time to get over that breakup. And that can cause, depending on what happened in that relationship or the breakup, and if it was real bad, that can cause him to be broken. Another thing that can cause him to be broken, if the woman cheated on him, like if he liked her, if he was in love with her, and she cheated on him, did him wrong or something like that when I got pregnant, that's going to cause him to be depressed. It's going to cause him to not like women, you know, in a good light, you know, and because it takes Virgos a long time to trust people, to trust women in particular. And so if a woman gains his trust and go out and do that, it's going to really tear him apart, you know. And if he hasn't healed properly, right, and he get into another relationship, you're going to see how broken he is. He may not appear to be broken. And I'm not saying that this always happens. I'm just saying if he appears to be broken, you know, you need to talk to him about what's going on in his mind so y'all can move forward or not, you know. Now, they don't go around with the attitude and the mindset of I'm broken, nothing, you know. We don't go around like that. It just happens. You know? And I hope y'all can still hear me. you know. But those type of things really put Virgos in a deep dark space. Another thing that can cause Virgos to be broken is a series of bad relationships. Maybe he had like a few relationships not work out back to back. He can't figure out why. You know, cause a lot of times brokenness come from a pile up of unsuccessful relationships and bad encounters. A lot of times, and a lot also not Virgo, yeah, Virgos, but brokenness comes from a very deep connection with someone that has been broken. It's like a heartbreak. So when you go through a heartbreak, you know, it breaks your heart. It breaks your total mindset. It breaks your total being. You can't figure out why this person don't love me. I want this person to be in my life. Why don't this person love me? I thought we was going to be together. I thought this and I thought that. You know, what's going on? And that heartbreak can really send you into depression and brokenness. And sometimes dating Virgos who haven't healed properly, you know, they may be still dealing with the breakup, but not fully dealing with it, but you know, aspects of it. Because one thing about broken Virgos, different from other people that's broken, Virgos really hold on to stuff strongly and deeply and for a long time. You know? And so they constantly go around in their heads trying to figure out why happening to break up. What could I have avoided? We have to do that. We have to analyze everything. That's what we do. That's how our minds work. You know, it takes us a very long time to come to conclusions. Sometimes we can't even come to conclusions because it's just so rough. You know, and a lot of them may not even realize they're broken. You know, until they start to date again, and maybe start to fall in love, or you know, a deep attraction. And so you would notice you're having a very hard time getting through to his heart. You know, you're like, man, why I'm having such a hard time getting through to him? I feel like that's a blockage. A lot of times it's because they've been hurt real bad and they got these walls up. And so when they begin to approach that threshold again with a new person, they become nervous, they become cautious, and they don't want to let nobody in because they be like, well, this other woman that I love deeply and I thought she was the one and I trusted her, you know, but she did me wrong or whatever happened. Who's to say that you're not gonna do this? I know that's wrong. You can't persecute nobody else for something somebody else did, right? I understand that you can't charge woman B for what woman A did. You know what I'm saying? It's just not right. But we all have a tendency to do that sometimes. You know, we get a good person in our lives, and because we went through so much bad stuff, or so many bad men and women, the good person, the good man and woman, we can't even appreciate them because we're so broken. And brokenness comes through like negativity, not seeing, in this case, not seeing women. You know, you don't know who to trust. You know what I'm saying? And I'm dealing with Virgos that's broken in particular. Not all Virgos are broken, but I'm dealing with the ones who are broken. For clarification. You know, cause I've been broken before. I'm gonna get into that in a minute. You know, but yeah. So they may be your good heart, your great intentions, your love. You know, but you having a hard time getting through. This is because he may be a little afraid. He may be very cautious, and you shouldn't. Don't beat him over the head about it. Because some of these things I'm saying, he may not know. I know because I've had time to think about this, but he may not be able to articulate it like I'm telling y'all. It's just a reaction. And because it may be scary, like, that thing again, it's a natural thing to approach it with caution. It's natural to approach it with caution. So that's what Virgos do when they've been hurt and things like that. We approach our relationship with caution, and then we already don't trust people. And he may just be trying to do it, and he may have to relearn how to not how to love, but how to trust again. And it really may be hard for him. It may be hard for him to trust again. It may be very difficult. And the reason why I say you shouldn't beat him over the head with it, I'm like get mad and attitude with it, because he really may be struggling with it, and he may not know how to tell you that I got a problem loving. I got a problem trusting. He may not be able to, because he may never have talked about it before you, right? He probably kept it to himself, or he may have going on in his head, or talked to his homeboys about it, but he may never have talked to another woman about it since his last hurt and pain. That's what I'm saying. So now that you're here, he don't know, because he don't want to mess up a good thing. He don't want you to run away. It's a lot going on. It's a lot of questions he has. But, and I know a lot of people are going to say, well, he need to get that worked out before he try to get in a new relationship. I agree with that. But sometimes we, and people in general, we feel like we have worked that out, right? I know one time personally, I was broken one time. I didn't know I was broken, right? I thought I was completely fine. I know I've been through something. I took my time to get myself together, and I thought I was ready to date again until I started dating again. And then I realized, as I got kind of deep into it a little bit, I was like, yo, I'm not ready. I'm not ready to date this woman, because I can't receive what she's giving. I can't take it. And she wasn't doing anything wrong, and I wasn't trying to do her wrong. I didn't go into it like, oh, I'm broken, but I'm gonna date her anyway. I didn't go into it like that. I went into it like, I'm good. But the reason why I realized it, because I was having trouble receiving the love that she was giving. I was just having trouble. I was struggling. Every time she would do something nice, I would think about the last woman or my ex, you know what I'm saying? Like how we was at this point. So her love reminded me of the love that I once had. And it triggered me, and it scared me. And it made me miss what I had. I didn't necessarily want what I had, but it made me miss what I had, because I was so familiar with this other love. So I'm telling y'all this because a lot of people go through this, not just Virgos, but people in general go through this, and they don't know it. I've dated women who've been in the same position. When I try to love them, they've been like, they've been hurt and broken so bad that my love reminded them of other things, and it was just hard for them. And this all boils down to healing. Virgos have to heal properly. Everybody got to heal properly before they move on to the next relationship. But we're talking about Virgos tonight, Virgo men. And so, after a breakup, big or small, Virgos and everybody, you need to take the proper time to heal, because healing is so important. And men and women heal differently. Men and women heal very differently. And so, you can't force anybody to heal. You can encourage them and help them. But it's critical that we heal before we move on. And a lot of times we don't know we need that healing. We think we're okay, but you find out you're not okay when somebody new comes in your life. Like when somebody pure comes into your life and they like shine the light on your darkness, and the ugliness of you, or I would say the ugly parts of you that haven't healed, begin to show. And a lot of people don't like that. And you become angry at this good person that's in your life. I've done it. I've been through it. I've been on both sides of it. I've been the one who's angry at the good woman, and I've also been the woman who was angry at the good man. Me being the good man, I've been on both sides, so I know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, once I was, well, I said I was also with a woman. For one time, this good woman came into my life, and I didn't know I was broken and I need healing. But her light was so pure that it shined on me. You know what I'm saying? It shined, and it exposed my dark areas. It exposed my brokenness, and I didn't like that. And so instead of me receiving that light and working on, the bad parts, I began to resent her because it was exposing my bad side, and I wasn't ready. And that was causing problems. And it wasn't her, it was me. And I also been on the other side where I was the good man, quote unquote. I had pure light. I came into this woman's life, and my light shined all her dark areas. It exposed all her dark areas. And she began to resent me. But it wasn't me, it was her. She wasn't healed. And I was just trying to love her, like the woman was just trying to love me. So we go through this, and I can admit that. I can admit that I've been there. You know what I'm saying? Because this is how we learn, by being transparent. You know what I'm saying? And so it's very real. But anyway, so Virgos go through this sometimes. This is why some of y'all probably having a hard time with the Virgo guy. He may be dealing with just some brokenness from one breakup or a compilation of breakups, and just not even breakup, but it's just people doing you wrong, right? People doing you wrong in relationships. Somebody cheating, somebody cursing, somebody just doing some messed up stuff to you that they say they love you, but they don't. Their actions are not showing it. And so, and again, not all Virgos go through this, but I'm talking about the ones that are going through it. And so, like I said, he may be learning how to get through it, because we do that, and it takes us a long time, and we really be trying to get over this stuff. It's not easy. It's not easy for nobody, but it's really not easy for Virgos, because it just takes a lot, man. Because Virgos, I was talking to my friend the other day. She's a Pisces. Y'all know me and Pisces be going at it. But she's a Pisces. And we were talking about this from a man and woman's perspective. Like, people do heal differently. But when Virgos go through things, y'all, it really affects us in a major way, because it's the way our heart and minds are set up. Like, we really are the helpers of the zodiac. We really are passionate people. We are very deeply passionate people. And so, I waste this water on me. And so, something like a breakup or somebody doing us wrong as it pertains to relationships, it really affects us really bad, because we're like, all I want to do is just do the right thing, love this woman, she don't understand, whatever, and it can mess us up. It really bothers us, because when we have our heart on somebody, we're like, I really trust you. I really put you in this, not in her life, I really put you in position in my life, that many people don't get to see, that many people don't get to be a part of, and then this happened. It's a very damaging, hurtful thing. No matter who's at fault, the effect is still the same. And so you gotta understand what that Virgo is going through. If y'all in this position, it's important that you understand what he's going through and what happened. You know, it's vital to the progression of y'all relationship, because it's gonna help you understand where he is and what he needs, and it's gonna help him deal with you better. The fact that you kind of understand, or at least learning what he's going through, what he's been through. Because like I said, some of the stuff he may not even know how to deal with. All he know how to do is just take it day by day. And one way to get through these things with everybody is to talk it out. I do understand it's hard to get Virgos to open up, but we will open up, and he'll begin to tell you about some of the things he experienced and why he may be afraid of this and that. And so when he begins to tell you about his brokenness, why he may be afraid of this, afraid of that, you know, don't get mad at him, because he's trying to be open to you. Don't expect him to say fear is not pretty. Now, he's not going to disrespect you, like curse you out. Now, what I'm saying is, the things he's had to say, you may not be prepared for, because you are emotionally involved with him. And he may say something like, I don't know if I want to get married. I don't know if I want to be in a relationship. You know, he may not fully feel that, but he may just be expressing the fear because of what happened. And you got to be able to listen and hear that, and maturely talk about that with him, regardless of what you want to hear. Because dealing with y'all know I'm a counselor, dealing with anybody that's broken on any type of level, when they begin to express themselves, it's not a pretty story 9 times out of 10. So you have to be a person who knows how to listen properly. Listen without judgment. And there's nothing wrong with telling somebody, you know what you're telling me is a lot, but I'm here with you. I never heard these things before, but I'm with you. I'm not judging you, I'm with you. And I want you to express, I want you to get this out. And maybe we can learn this together. Maybe we can figure this out together. That's how you talk to people when somebody's telling you some wild stuff that you never heard before. You let them know, look, I'm here with you. We talking. I'm respecting, I'm respecting what you're saying. I may not like everything, but I respect what you're saying. I'm here with you. And that'll give that person agency and freedom to talk to you. They'll trust you because they know what they're saying may sound wild, but they also know, okay, this person respects what I'm saying though. I can talk to them. And that's how you deal with Virgos. Because we got a lot of stuff. Virgos have been through some crazy stuff, y'all. The things that he tell you, and I was telling my friend this, she's a Sagittarius, the other day. The things that he tell you, that's only about 10 to 20% of what it really is. I'm talking the depth of it. When I'm telling y'all, Virgos been through some stuff. We don't appear like we've been through the things that we've been through because we hold a good poker face and we deal with stuff differently. But I'm telling you, the more you get to know a Virgo man, the more crazy stuff you're going to hear as he begins to reveal what he's been through. And you got to be a person, if you like this guy, you got to be a person that's able to talk to him about it. That doesn't mean you agree with him on everything. That doesn't mean that you understand everything. It simply means that y'all can talk about things. Because he's going to listen to whatever you got to say about your life, no matter how crazy it is. Because Virgos are great listeners. If you said, man, I stabbed 3 people in 3rd grade and cut off a head, he's going to listen to you. because Virgos are great listeners and Virgos keep secrets. So you gotta be able to listen to him and discuss with him intelligently. That's why Virgos like intelligent women, because intelligent women are able to do this. You know, mental stimulation. But yeah, Virgos been through a lot of crazy stuff, y'all. A lot of crazy stuff. You won't even imagine. I'm telling y'all, you think you know your Virgo guy, but you really have no idea. And it doesn't mean he's hiding things from you. You're just dealing with a deep hurt. These dudes deep. This is why people can't figure them out. And so they are deep on every level. They deep on love. They deep on brokenness. Everything dealing with a Virgo is next level. So on the topic of brokenness, when they are broken, it's some real stuff. And it's not a game. And you have to know for yourself if his brokenness is something that you can or can't deal with. And it's okay if you can't deal with it. You know what I'm saying? It really is. Because you are human and you can only deal with so much. So if you're dealing with a Virgo guy and it's too much, just let him know, like, yo, you know, what's going on is more than I can handle. You gotta let them know respectfully, like y'all, I respect you. I rock with you, but I don't know if I can handle it. I don't know. It doesn't mean I look any less on you, because you gotta know what you can handle. Because there's a lot of people in relationships dealing with stuff from other people that they can't handle, and it's breaking them too. It's killing them. You know. I told a woman one time, like, yo, I'm not able to handle what you're going through. I care very deeply about what you're going through, but I don't have the strength and the capacity to handle what you're going through. You know, and I may have to step aside, but I'm still here for you. That's how you respectfully back away from something that you can't handle. You don't just leave nobody cold turkey. You let them know, like, look, I'm trying, but it's more than what I can bear. Because you're a human. You know what I'm saying? You have to understand that about yourself. You can't be afraid to do this. Because, and I don't mean do this at every little turn now. I'm just saying, like, something just so overwhelming, and that you know that without a shadow of a doubt that it's something beyond your strength. You know what I'm saying? It's something beyond what you can do. Can y'all still hear me? Press 1 if you can still hear me. Somebody calling my phone. All right, we here, we live. All right, okay. I don't know why everybody keep calling me while I'm on live. And again, for the people who just coming in the room, I'm in the car, I'm driving, that's why it's dark, that's why you can't see me. Y'all know how it go. I'm always on the move. You know. And as you come into the room, I would appreciate everybody hit the like button and share this video so we can all grow this thing. And subscribe, please. Hit the like button for your boy. I would definitely appreciate it. But yeah, man. So we talking about brokenness, broken Virgo man. But the things I'm saying, it really can, y'all, it can apply to everybody. Everybody can take something from this, because we've all dealt with brokenness, or some of y'all may be dealing with brokenness right now. You know what I'm saying? Not even from Virgo, maybe just in general. And a lot of times, we all have brokenness from years past, like years ago. You know, we went through a bad relationship, a marriage, like a divorce. And one thing you gotta understand, that everybody needs to understand, that relationships are not easy all the time. Relationships can really damage you, because your heart and your emotions are directly tied to everything. The Bible says, y'all know I'm preaching. The Bible says, guard your heart, because it is a wellspring of life, and out of it flows everything out of life. Out of it flows the issues of life. That's in Proverbs somewhere. I don't know where. But the Bible says guard your heart. Can I get an amen, somebody? On this Sunday night. And that's very true. Because your heart is the key to everything. Because if you don't heart to somebody wrong, to a wrong situation, a wrong company, the list goes on and on. And once this thing has your heart is directly tied to your emotions, your mental, because the heart and the mind are always warring against each other. But usually the heart takes over. And your heart can control everything. So y'all, please guard your heart. And not just from relationships, from all things that you want to get into. You got to be careful. And you got to be careful with your heart. It's not a game. Because once something has your heart and it's broken, it can lead you into depression. It's very easy to get into depression. Because your heart was in it. This is why you hear people say, yo, this dude or this woman is small, but he or she has so much heart. Or you hear somebody say, yo, my heart just wasn't in it. Your heart is real. That is the wellspring of life, like the Bible says. And out of it, the issues of life flow. So everything flows from your heart. The Bible also says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Or as a woman thinks in her heart, so is she. We're preaching tonight. This is why you gotta guard your heart. This is why the heart is so important. And this is why Virgo men, and mostly everybody, when they are broken, they are very broken. Because their heart, which is the wellspring of life, was so attached. Now it's detached. So when your heart is in something, your life is attached to it. And Virgos take that literally. And so when you're dealing with a broken Virgo, this is what you're dealing with. I'm saying these things to paint a picture for y'all, to let y'all know the seriousness of these broken guys. And now, and some Virgos can be mean, broken Virgos. Like some men can be mean, broken men. And you don't want to deal with those girls. You don't want to deal with those type of Virgos who are mean. Who are. What I mean is, they are so broken. Now they're angry at women. Right? They're angry at women. Why? I do understand how they got there. You know, I can't condone that. But you know, they're angry at women, so they don't care what woman comes in their life. They're gonna do that woman wrong to get back at whoever did them wrong. Because now they're like, you know what? Women are this, women are that, so I'm gonna just do what I gotta do. Now, Virgos are not typically like this, but there are some. Because we care a lot. We have a soft spot for women, and we typically don't want to do women wrong. You know what I'm saying? We really have a very soft spot for women, but there are ones out there who are so broken that now they're angry at women. They don't care. They're gonna, you know, if they hurt the woman, they hurt her. If she get pregnant, she get pregnant. You know, if we have sex, we have sex. You know, they just don't care. And you don't want to deal with these guys. I don't care how much you think he looks good. I don't care how much you think he's a good person. You like him. I'm talking about a mean, broken Virgo. Now, You need to stay away from these guys because you're gonna end up very hurt. You know, God don't want you to be in something like that. And you can help somebody from afar without, you know, going too deep. My mom always says, shout out to my mom for Mother's Day. She always says, the greatest soul you can save is your own. And I know women, y'all are nurturers. Y'all like to help people. And y'all like to help men that's down and out. There ain't nothing wrong with that. It's a very good thing because y'all are great at healing. But at the same time, you do have to know, you have to set limits on your healing. You have to set limits on what you can do for a man. You know? It's for your own protection. I'm telling y'all from a man perspective. And I know you like this guy, and I know you don't want to leave him, this and that. Now, let me interject and say, every situation is different. It's up to you to judge and gauge your situation. If you are helping somebody, a man, it's up to you to gauge what is too much. But I'm just saying in general, you know, just set limits and know where you need to stop. Know where you need to back up. It doesn't mean you have to leave him, leave a guy or somebody you care about. But it's like tough love. Sometimes you have to be like, look, Leroy, I'm only able to do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm helping you, and I know you're gonna do what you got to do. But I gotta put limits on how much I can do for my own protection. It doesn't mean I don't love you. It doesn't mean I don't like you. But we're in this together, and I'm gonna do all I can. But I have to set, limits. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know how to tell you. I gotta set limits on what I can do. But I don't want to get too deep where I'm hurting myself. Any sound human being can stand that, can understand that. You know. So, ladies, you do gotta set limits. Because I do a lot of private sessions. And if y'all need a private session, hit the link in the chat. Well, not in the chat, but in the description after the video. Set up a private session. I do a lot of private sessions, right? With people, women in particular, and some of the ladies be in situations where they've been helping a guy a little too much. It's killing them. They don't know what to do because they're emotionally invested, and they don't want to stop helping him because they don't want him to fall. And they explain to me their situations, and based on what I'm hearing, I'm able to tell them if they're doing too much or not. If something. Now, granted, when you help people, anybody, a lot of times it is a sacrifice. So don't get me wrong. Because a lot of times when you help people, it's gonna hurt a little bit because you're giving up something, you sacrifice something to help somebody else. So it's gonna hurt a little bit. Not all things, but some things. And but when it's too much. If you helping somebody until it's killing you, it's taking your peace, it's taking all your finances, you gotta stop. You gotta stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, or you just have to let this person know, like, look, I can't continue to help in this capacity. I'm here for you, but my current capacity, I can't do it. I'm not able, and that's okay. It's okay if he asks you for help and you're not able to do it. You're just not able to do it. Even if you don't want to do it, that's okay. But you should talk about it. Have a discussion on why. Or if you're only able to do a certain amount, I'm not just talking about financially. I'm just talking about it could be time, it could be anything. But ladies, you gotta know, because I'm trying to do a lot of private sessions. I talk to a lot of ladies who be in a situation, and it's killing them, and they don't have no peace, and they feel like they're being used. So you gotta put limits on it. You just have to. It's like tough love. But yeah, man. When you're dealing with these broken guys, Virgos in particular, you just gotta know what you're dealing with. Like I was saying, man, you gotta know what you're dealing with. You gotta. It's good to understand the situation where they and where they are. You know, for real, because it's not easy. And going back to what I said earlier, I was broken. I keep telling y'all my 2017. I went through a horrible breakup. That was a very rough year for me, and that situation left me broken for a long time. You know, it was very rough. I was like, yo, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? It was rough. It was rough because we were in love. You know what I'm saying? This sounds funny. We were in love, and we had it all. But yeah, we was in love. We was in love. You know, and we was deep in it. We was deep in it. We had dated for a couple years. We knew each other's families and all that, the whole nine friends. You know what I'm saying? We were very intertwined. It was almost like a marriage, almost, you know, and so the attachment was strong, so the separation was even stronger, and the separation was a bad breakup, you know what I'm saying, but it left me torn and broken, like, yo, for real. That's why I'm able to tell y'all this stuff. I've been through it. Like, I don't be telling people stuff that I don't know or what I ain't been through. So I had to do a lot of healing, man. It took me a long time to heal from that. For a while, I was angry at women. I was angry at black women. You know what I'm saying? I was very angry. And for a period of time, you know, I was like, well, I'm just, and a lot of people go through this. What I'm saying is not nothing groundbreaking, nothing like that. But I was like, well, I'm just do women wrong and dog them out because they don't care, you know. But I was lost. I was at a complete loss because I was like, yo, I love this person. I was trying to do them right. This is how they gonna do me, you know. And so I went through a lot of emotions, and so I had to learn. I had to get I was so broken. Like, my manhood was gone, my love was gone. And I was doing a lot of stuff like in life. It was a total separation. I felt like an uprooted plant. I was uprooted from a base that I had. You know what I'm saying? Like, when Virgos love, we love really hard. You know what I'm saying? So I was uprooted. You know, Kim in the chat, what it is. I was uprooted, man. And I was like, yo, how am I gonna get through this? I didn't know how. I'm telling y'all the truth. I didn't know how I was gonna get through life. This is how broken I was. I didn't know how I was gonna get through the next day. I was very depressed. You know, and I'm being transparent so y'all can learn from this. I was very depressed. I was like, yo, this is crazy. I didn't know that I was gonna feel like that because I'm a very strong person. It takes a lot to get me down. You know what I'm saying? I'm a very strong, confident person. It takes so much. But whatever it took, that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like the right combination of circumstances were in place to take me down. That's what I felt like. I felt like I was down and out. I said, dang, bro. My homeboys had to get me through it. I might have my faith and stuff, you know what I'm saying? It was a lot. And so I was dealing with it. It was a day by day, a step by step thing. And then to make it so bad, I had like women coming at me. You know, I ain't wanting none of them though. You know what I'm saying? I ain't wanting none of them because, like, I was done, man. I was like, yo, I'm just, you know. But it took a very long time to lift myself up out of that situation. Definitely, you know, prayer, meditation, family and friends. Because I'm a Virgo, and it was like a double punch. It would take stuff hard. But all the stuff I told y'all tonight is what I went through, is what I felt. You know? And then, you know, eventually, I began to date again. It was some ups and downs with it because I came across some very nice women, like after the fact, after that breakup. I came across some very nice women, but I couldn't do nothing with them. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, I can't love you because I don't have the ability right now. And I wanted to, but I just couldn't. I tried. And it was looking like, hey man, like this is a good guy. What's wrong with you? And I just couldn't do it. Because I tried to do it. I wanted to do it, but it wasn't happening. And so, but I had to learn, I had to heal. This is what I was telling y'all earlier about healing and why healing is so important. It took me a long time to heal from that situation, but I did it. I persevered, you know, and I learned. I'm like, wow. So that's what I'm saying, like, and also I was dealing with that and other bad situations from women, you know, in the past. Because sometimes when you go through stuff, everything negative that you ever went through pops up in your life. It can be total and complete depression. Yeah. But I fought through it. And the key is fighting through these things with breakups and brokenness and, you know, being, you know, hurt, not being healed. You know what I'm saying? So these signals is in and out. You know what I'm saying? It's in and out. I don't know if it's in or out at the moment. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah, man, but I hope this thing holding up. Let me see what my signal look like. Okay, we got a few bars. Got a few bars. But anyway, so how you can deal with this guy is, oh y'all okay, y'all can hit me, all right, we good, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. You have to know these things, man. Like, that was, when I tell y'all, that was complete brokenness. Like, I don't think I may have, but I feel like I ain't never been that broken in my life. I was like, yo, this is crazy. You know, me. And see, with Virgos are broken, we have to come to the reality. We have to face the reality that we are broken. Right? It's like a heavyweight fighter that's a champion. When he loses, that's a hard reality. Because you're like, yo, I'm a champion. How did I lose? You feel me? And so when Virgos go through that brokenness, you're like, how am I broken? It's a lot to contemplate. We have to sit down and analyze this thing, word for word, bar for bar. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's really going on? How could I let this woman do this to me? We really go through these things. Because this is how our mind works. And we analyze this thing front and back with a fine-tooth comb like an investigator. We analyze and overanalyze and reanalyze again. That's just our process. You know? And even sometimes moving forward to relationships, we still hurt a little bit because we have to rebuild those broken places, because it's not easy to get those places broken. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so that's how I'm able to tell y'all, man. I've been through it and all to it. But yeah, man, like, just know when he's like this, again, to reiterate what I said earlier, y'all have some talk it out. You know, cause he just reveals things. Like I said, Virgo, we think about things a lot, man. We just over think about it, and always think about it. You know, and it's not only relationships that can make us broken. Like I said, it could be like life situations. You know, He might lost a job or something, or he might not be able to get the money that he needs for life. It could be some family issues. And I'm naming these things because these things typically are the things that's directly tied to our hearts. You know, we don't get broken by any and every little thing. It's usually things, like I said, relationships, family, children, jobs, and our mission in life or our passion in life. When a Virgo is broken, it's usually got something to do with those things. When you find out what it is, you're probably going to find out the key to everything to him. And that's on God. You know what I'm saying? That's real. It's so real. Yeah, Virgo's been having some issues, y'all. We got some issues, yo. Virgo got some issues. No problem, Shaka. We got some issues, man. But we work through them. The good thing is, though, we work through our issues. We are constantly and actively working through all our issues. That's the great news. We do it a little differently. It takes us a little longer than most people. But we work through them issues, man. And we work through them in our time. It's real. But you gotta oh, I got a low signal going through the country, y'all, so you know, bear with me. I got Metro PCS, so don't judge me. We're gonna make it through this live together. Y'all ain't doing it anyway. Y'all in the house. Quarantine still going on, right? But yeah, man. But yeah, let him work through his issues, because we all have them as Virgos. I'm telling you. In our alone time, and this is why we be alone so much, all we do is work through our issues. Like, Virgo's always going through something. We always think about something. I'm telling you, it's very difficult. But we don't like to put our issues on other people. This is why a lot of times we are very quiet and it's hard to get to us, because we really don't want to be a burden to nobody else. Because we don't want that judgment. You know? We just want to deal with it sometimes. And we again, about the space thing, I don't think I ever made a video without saying the word or let y'all know Virgos need space. This space also helps us deal with our issues, because we don't like to deal with our issues with somebody that close to us. We can, don't get me wrong, and I understand, yeah, we can get married, this and that, because people are like, well, when y'all get married, what you gonna do? And that's a legit question. So a marriage, by the time a Virgo gets married to whoever, he's gonna have spent enough time with that woman, first, to be able to want to marry her, but second is he's gonna have spent enough time with her that he's learned how to deal with space and balance with her. This is why we take our time in relationships, so we can work this balance out. So by the time, you know, y'all get married, y'all you good, but he won't be able to do that with any woman. It's because y'all work that out. You know. But yeah, but yeah, this is why he need that space to sort out his demons and the issues and this and that. Everybody got issues, so he's sorting that out in his mind. And sometimes you just can't do that with people around you all the time. You know, you don't want nobody's opinion all the time. You don't want to have to explain what you're feeling now. Why this, why that. You just want to deal with it. Because sometimes you're not able to articulate what you're going through. You're like, I don't know what to tell you. All I know is I'm going through it, and I'm working through it. Just let me work through it. Let me come to a conclusion, and I'll be able to give you better answers. For real, we all been there, where you're going through something, you don't really know how to tell somebody what you're going through. All you know how to do is like, look, I'm going through it. I'm trying to make sense of it. And that's okay. You don't have the answers all the time. You don't have the answers, Sway. But this brokenness topic is a very serious topic. Like I said earlier, it can apply to everybody. Everybody can take something from this. And like the cover picture for this video, it's a caterpillar turned into a butterfly. And that's significant because it says give yourself time. And that's what Virgos need, time, all the time. For Virgos have to give themselves time, have to get a caterpillar to a butterfly. And the caterpillar can be symbolic for any situation. It could be symbolic for brokenness, could be symbolic for growth. You know, you can use that for anything, time. And this is for everybody. When you're healing, give yourself time to get to that butterfly status. Don't rush it. Now you can speed it along, but don't rush it. Because sometimes healing, well, all the time, healing is a process. But it doesn't mean just sit around all the time negative. But yeah, there is a period of time when you're healing, of healing with any situation. You can cry, be angry, mope, all that stuff. It's natural. It just need to be some type of progression. But take your time. Because it's very possible to rush healing, then you get into a relationship with somebody and you're not ready and you're broken again. And it's kind of from what I said earlier. And you don't want that to happen because when you re-break that leg, it's gonna hurt worse than it was the first time. You know what I'm saying? Like you got a broken leg, you hurt again. You don't want that for yourself. So take your time. Give yourself time. You don't have to rush because your homegirl, you know, got her man, they got a family, this and that, and you know you're not ready to properly deal with a man, or if a man, for my fellas out there, you know you're not ready to properly deal with a woman. Just give yourself time. And y'all Virgos, when they going through this, they need time. I'm telling you, they do be trying. To you, it may not seem like he's trying, but I guarantee you, he's trying 24/7. It's just a slow process because he has to work it out in his mind. But don't disrespect him by telling him he's not trying, because he's gonna get very angry. He's like, "What you want me to do? I am trying." Now, you can give him encouragement or tips on how to heal and how to get over things. There's nothing wrong with that. What I'm saying is, don't discredit what he's doing. Well, don't discredit his healing process. If you feel like he's doing it wrong, talk to him and tell him, like, look, maybe this can help you improve your process. I went through it, It worked for me. It worked for a lot of people. Try this. Don't be like, oh, you're doing the same thing. You're not going to get better. He's going to resent you. He's going to reject you. Because you're delegitimizing his pain. There's a way to do everything. There's a proper way to do everything. Let me say that. Because do you want somebody telling you that your healing process is wrong, what you're doing? You're never going to get healed if you're doing that? No. You know, you want to be heard, first of all. But like if somebody respectfully tell you how to improve a healing process, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna accept it. You can be like, yo, you know what, you're right, okay. I can see that. Cause we all can improve. I mean, I learned about different ways to heal every day. You know, like when I was healing, I wasn't doing it 100% correct, and so I was trying to find ways to improve healing. You know, I was like, okay, I can try this, I can try that, but just know that it's okay. Nobody's perfect. You don't have to have a perfect method to healing. You just gotta want to heal. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta have a mindset to heal and believe that you can heal from anything. Because you will heal. You just gotta know that. You know? You can look at nature and tell that. Alright? You ever seen people burn grass? You know? And 3 weeks later, that grass is kind of growing again. It's healing. It healed itself. It take a little minute. You ever seen a flower petal broken? And then a flower starts to sprout a new petal or a new stem? It begins to heal. You know what I'm saying? For real. It happens all the time. I like to look at nature for inspiration, because you know it helps. It's like like Tupac said, the road that grew from the concrete. You can walk down the street and look at the sidewalk and look at the grass growing between the sidewalks, and look how life is persevering and pushing on anyway, regardless of what happened. So that means, like, regardless of what happened, your life can press on anyway. Though it may be hard, it can happen. Because that's what life is. That's what life does. Like, I was climbing Stone Mountain last week. You know, Stone Mountain in Georgia, they got like a walking path. You can climb the mountain. I got to the top of the mountain. I was hiking it, rather. And I seen this pine tree. It was a miniature pine tree growing in the midst of a bunch of rocks on the top of the mountain. There was no other grass around. It was just straight rock. That one pine tree by itself. And I thought that was just so inspiring, because it's like, it's the road that grew from the concrete. Like, this tree pushed through life in the midst of stone, gravel, and all this other thing. It just kept pressing on. Now it's looking beautiful. It started out ugly. It was by itself, but now it's very beautiful. It's a beautiful tree. And it's pressing on. So, you know. So look at nature. Even if you ain't got nobody to help you lift yourself up through brokenness and healing, look at nature. That's what I do. You know, I look at nature. It's very peaceful. It's very inspiring. So God gave us these things for us to heal and for us to look at. You know what I'm saying? We can see it. We can see this with the coronavirus, right? How all the countries are shutting down their borders and had a stay-at-home order. As soon as that happened, the earth began to reclaim itself. The animals started to come out. The trees started to sprout more. The atmosphere was cleaner. the grass and stuff started to grow more. It was just a beautiful thing. The earth was cleaner, and the earth was just pushing on anyway. You know, that tells me that your life is gonna push. Your life is gonna press on. If you press it on, it's gonna, no matter what you go through. Can I get an amen, somebody? I hope somebody received that. I don't know who that was for, but it needed to be said. You know what I'm saying? Because healing is a beautiful thing. It's a very beautiful thing. And sometimes we have to heal every day. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I think I'm going too fast. Let me slow down. You know? Yeah, y'all, man, dealing with these Virgos that's broken. It can be a lot. But I hope I do a great job at explaining it, to the best of my ability. Of course, there are other things that can get Virgos broken, but these are some of the main things. You know what I'm saying? These are some of the main things. And like I said, y'all can take something from this and understand him a little better. Talk to him. If you feel like he's broken, you don't have to tell him he's broken, because most people that's broken don't. I see that you're going through some stuff, and I want to know what's going on. Let's talk about it. And that's all you got to do. You may know he's broken. It may come a time where you can say he's broken, but most people don't want to hear that they're broken, because most people see themselves as strong. And revealing that I'm broken, like, what? I'm not broken. I ain't, every person I told that they were broken denied the fact that they were broken. You know what I'm saying? But, just ask them about the things they're going through. Ask them what's going on. Yeah, I appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate the love, man. You know what I'm saying? We here. But yeah, I'm about to get off this thing, man, so I can focus on this road. And again, shout out to all the mothers out there, the aunties, the mother figures, the grandmothers. It's y'all day, man. Like, y'all appreciate it. Even, like I said, even if nobody told y'all appreciate it, just know you appreciate it. Because you brought life into this world. You nurtured somebody. And you did the best that you can do. And nobody's perfect. And we wouldn't be here without mothers, you know what I'm saying? We come through the womb. Even people who they went through, like, turbulent relationship with their sons and daughters, because it's not always easy. I've seen it. You still appreciate it, because life's not perfect. Just know that life is not perfect, but mother's a beautiful thing, man. And there's so many categories, so many categories of mothers. It's women who are not able to, they're not able to conceive, but they still a mother. They may have adopted, they raised somebody, they still very much a mother. So it's a lot out there, man. But whoever you are, whatever category you fall in or under, just know that your mothership is appreciated, man. You know what I'm saying? Take a moment and breathe and be thankful for what you contribute to somebody's life. I gotta end with a Tupac quote. The back of what I'm saying. Y'all know Tupac's song, Dear Mama. My favorite Tupac line of all time is, even as a crack fiend, mama, you always was a black queen, mama. I love that. Let me say it one more time. Even as a crack fiend, mama, you always was a black queen, mama. And that goes with everything I just said about mothers of all. It don't matter what state your life is in or have been, or how tragic or great it was, you still are a queen. You still are a mother. And he was validating, Tupac was validating his mother because his mother was on crack at one time. She was on heavy drugs. And she didn't feel like a mother. She didn't feel like a black queen. But he would let her know, like, look, even in your darkest moments, you still was a queen. You know? So I'm telling all the ladies out, the mothers out there, even in your darkest moments of life, womanhood, mothership, you still are a queen. You still are a mother. And you still contributed greatly to this earth. And you take ownership in that and be proud of that. And on that note, we about to get out of here, y'all. I hope everybody has a good time. You know, like, share, and subscribe, please. Follow me on Instagram at jwhitfieldinspires. And you need a private session, click the link in the description. You know, give me a minute to put the link in the description. But it'll be there after a while. Or you can go to another video. It's in there. Anyway, we out, y'all. Appreciate y'all, man. Happy Mother's Day to everybody.